Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shellcraft One and my old barn door, and I have 4 new journals to add to my shop I have made. I was in the spring mood, and so I made some springy journals. So I'm just gonna do a quick flip through of them, and I'm probably just gonna put music to them until I get to the last one because there's something a little different about this one. These two I made from Reader's Digest books, and as you can see, they have alligator mouth and lots of pretties. And then this one is from the Reader's Digest. Still a little bit of alligator mouth, but I think they turned out super cute. And then there's this one that I did, and it's got lots of laces, and it's a hardcover too, but it's not a Reader's Digest. It's a little bit bigger, so I'll have all the measurements and all of that information in the Etsy listing. And then there's this one, and this one has a huge alligator mouth, and I'll show you why when we do the flip through of it. But this one is just a little bit different, and I have kind of a mixed media cover on it. I had a lot of fun making the cover of this journal. So I'm going to just do a quick flip through of these real quick, and then I'll probably add music to it, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit for that journal. So bear with me and let me scoot some things over. Okay, so this one's a bit different. It has huge alligator mouth, but there are reasons why that there's huge alligator mouth. Number one, I stuffed it full, but number two, it's full of things that you can take out and use. So I'm calling this a maker's journal because there's a bunch of things that are stuffed in here for you to use to create in your journal. So for someone who doesn't have all the fun stuff to, you know, decorate in their journal or what have you, I have added tons and tons of things in here so that you can, you know, it's a put together journal. It has all the pockets and all the goodies, but then it's got extras in here too for you to be able to use to decorate in your journal and to make it your own. So I'll show you the things that I'm talking about. Okay, so it's got the seam binding closure, and of course you'll have a lot more of this once you take all your goodies out. But I worked really hard on the cover of this. It took me quite a while to do the cover, so I'm just gonna bring it up a little close. It's not, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stick it in your face that much. So it's just got kind of a mixed media collage type cover with the birds on it for spring. I'm so ready for spring, y'all, and it's so pretty today. It's like 70 something degrees, and I'm super excited about it. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit hard for me to show you everything, but I'm going to try. I'm going to zoom in for you just a little. Whoa, sorry, didn't mean to make you dizzy. Hang on a second. Let me make sure I've got it in frame. Okay, I think that's better. So it was really kind of hard for me to make this journal. So you have one of my little envelopes. This is from my Shabby Vintage DigiKit. And then inside this little bag, you have a bunch of goodies to play with and decorate in your journal. Large size pocket here, it's gusseted. I've put some. Now in the first signature, I did a little more work than I did in the second signature. So that's why I'm calling it a maker's journal, because I did some things in the front, you know, in the first signature to kind of show you how to use the things that I've put in here. So this here can be a tuck. And then I've put some of my rice paper with some sweet little definitions. Hopefully you can see those. So I've just kind of laid things into the journal. I haven't attached them. I've just kind of laid them in between the pages. This is an envelope, and it's got some lined writing paper in there. You have a pocket here with some goodies and one of our nice crunchy little tags that we made on video together. Little page tabs. Some of them are fabric, some of them are cards, some of them are vintage Rolodex cards, some of them are cardstock. It's just all different kinds, and some of them have dangles on them. Oh goodness, this is hard to show because I've got it so stuffed so big. Okay, so under this paper clip you have a little file folder, okay, and a little or a large size butterfly. So you can take this and you can make it like a little tuck or a pocket in your journal. Slide that in there. And then I gave you some goodies to kind of decorate, like these pages here. They're good thick pages. You can put some gesso. I've put you some rice paper in here and lots of different spots for you to decorate the pages, and I'll show you what I mean. This was a vintage or a birthday card, and I just thought it was gorgeous. So see, you could collage over this and make a pocket here. I'll give you some more rice paper to use for collaging. These are feed sack fabric tabs here. There's quite a bit of feed sack fabric tabs in here, I think. And then a little, like one of my raggeties. This is a pocket here. It's got some goodies in there. Fabric flip. Sweet little fabric flip with some chenille. This is a Rolodex card page tab. Very vintage magazine page. And then I gave you some more rice paper to kind of decoupage on it, if you will. Beautiful, beautiful envelope here with the gorgeous yellow bird, and then there's a tag in there. Got a page tab here with a little button. Some lace coming out the edge. Another one of those little file folders. And then this is just extra cardstock to play with in your journal. A snippet page tab there. Then we have another one of our nice crunchy little tags that we made in a vintage ice receipt. Beautiful, beautiful lace trim coming off of there. Here's another card that I thought was very pretty with the bird, and it's got the gorgeous image on the inside of it as well. Again, I gave you some more rice paper with some more of those definitions for you to decorate in your journal with. Here is a bag of vintage goodies. There's vintage bus tickets and ice tickets and cigarette cards and the little blue stamps, and you know, the little stamp, not green stamps, but the different kind of little stamps like that. This is an envelope here, and you have one of my jelly print cards. This was a flash card, so you can make a tag with that, or a pocket. You can make a pocket with it. Got some memo paper. This is what I'm talking about. See, this was just a plain page with just words on it. So I went through and I added some napkin and some of my, this is one of my digitals, and this is some masking tape that I did some stamping on, and I just collaged around on the page to make it a pretty page. This can be a pocket here. Have a tag there, and this is the envelope flap, and I just made a pocket out of the envelope flap and gave you a vintage plain card to play with. I did decorate this envelope. This is I'm gonna do a video coming soon. We're gonna make some envelopes and decorate them and make them pretty. There's just some goodies in there for you to play with in your journal. Little belly band with some goodies, and like this you could make a window tag out of it. And I had to add the little bunny, you know, got to add a little bit of Easter stuff since Easter's coming soon. Okay, so this is the center of the first signature. All of these journals are 2 signatures, by the way. And I just put you a sack here with a collage salad inside so that you can have, you know, things to collage with. There's vintage book pages, vintage dictionary, some of my vintage German page. I think there's a vintage French page. So all different kinds of collage salad in there for you to play with and collage on your pages with. Here's one of those tearaway books that you can, you know, you can either journal in it or you can tear these pieces off. It's even got some crunchies in there, but you can tear them off and use them in your journal. Okay, so now here I've laid in some extra of what I had that belly band out of, and some more of the rice paper for you to decorate with. And then inside this page, I've just added a pretty little piece of fabric for you to play with in your journal. So you can use it anywhere you want to in your journal. And in here you have some, just some coffee dyed paper scraps from some of the coffee dyed paper that we just recently did, and a couple of journaling cards, and just some things to play with and create in your journal. I just kind of put that in there to show you that you could slide something under. That's a page tab with a dangle. Have a little coffee filter pocket here, but I didn't attach it. I made it to where you can put it anywhere you want to. Again, I've added some rice paper and some really pretty embossed paper for you to play with in the journal. Some more fabric for you to make a page tab or a pocket or a belly band or whatever you want to make. Another one of those little file folders. And see, I would collage over this part and just leave the bird, and maybe even put like a little pocket or something down here, and you can collage over this part. This is vintage trim that I got from my sweet friend Eve, and she's the Snippet Shop. She's in Switzerland, and she sent that to me as a gift. This is just another piece that I thought you can cut this up and make tags out of it, or you know, whatever you want to do with it. Little collage pocket here with another one of our nice crinkly tags that we made together on video. And see in here, so now I've started, it was really hard for me to not decorate everything. But I wanted to leave it for whoever gets it. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna, the things that I would use to decorate in the journal with, I'm gonna put them in the journal so that they can get them. So you have a little snippet of a quilt top and some beautiful, this is really, really soft lace. And I love the color, it goes perfect for spring. So that's just kind of laid in there for you to play with. I'll put you a piece of chenille, beautiful green chenille, because y'all know I'm loving the greens lately. This is from my vintage shabby digi kit. It's one of the tickets, and then I've just put you a long vintage flashcard in there. And see, what I tried to do was the pages that, you know, weren't so pretty or kind of were boring, I would stick in some of the rice paper or a piece of napkin or something to show you, you know, you can collage on this page and make it beautiful like this one. You have some rice papers in here, some lined paper here attached to the envelope flap, and then I even gave you a larger piece of that quilt top for you to make a pocket with, or a belly band, or whatever you want to make with it. Teeny tiny plain card, page tab. I gave you some of my Tim Holtz paper, tissue paper. So see, this is just like, you know, plain page with words. It would be really pretty to put those birds on there and collage on the page, or even on here. And I gave you a little piece here with a little rose. You can fussy cut that out or leave it like it is and make it a pocket. And then inside your sack here, gave you an envelope. This is feed sack fabric. So I gave you a few pieces of the feed sack fabric to play with. And then you have, these are like the little quilt topper cards. You can cut these out and make pockets with them, or make tags with them, or whatever you want to do with them. A little journaling card there. There's the other side of that birthday card, and see, you can collage over this with your collage salad. Snippet. Actually, this is some of my quilted fabric stuff. And then this is a booklet that a sweet friend made for me, and I thought, it's just sitting here, and I'm going to put it to use because I just think it's beautiful. And so you have this page here that's just like an index page, but I put these in the journals for a reason. These are really good thick pages. You can gesso on this and then collage on it, and it will hold up. Or you can even paint on this and it will hold up to the, you know, to the wetness of it. So you have a little pocket back here, and then on the front side, isn't that gorgeous with the beautiful birds? And then inside you have all kinds of pockets with just little scrap pieces of papers to play with in your journal. Sweet little picture. It looks like it was cut out of a magazine, but it's like, it looks like it's got like stamp style edges. So all different kinds of goodies to play with in your journal. So that just folds over the page like that, and then I just clipped it on both sides just to make sure it holds it good. Okay, so, and then you have this envelope flap here, so you can take a piece of your stationery or a decorator page and make another page. Just tape it to the flap. Okay, so that's the first signature. So in the second signature, this is from my shabby vintage kit. You get, I love this, Gay 90s Ice Cream Party. I think that's so cool. This is from 1971, so one of those cards, and then a beautiful boho bead. And then in this stack, I kind of gave you a little flower bouquet. So you get all kinds of little flowers to play with. I made a pocket out of the envelope flap, and I just tucked a little journaling card in there to show you it's an envelope. You can collage on your envelope and make it pretty. And then you have a card inside the envelope there. Another beautiful plain card. I love these greeting card. I love the greeting cards because you can gesso, you can paint on them. It's good thick paper, and it's not going to hurt anything for you to put paints and the wet stuff on it. Okay, so you have, this is like from a field guide book on plants. You can use this for collage, and this you could make a tag out of if you wanted to. Another beautiful envelope here with a lined journaling card in there. See, I just put some, this was again one of those pages that just wasn't gorgeous. And so I put the coffee dyed paper on it, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to let whoever gets it collage it and decorate it. So I put the rice paper here on the back. See, it's just got words on it, so you can collage on those. This is from a really pretty children's book, but I love the illustrations of the butterflies on there. This is a vintage envelope here, and I've got stuffed it full of all kinds of goodies in there for you to play with and use to decorate in your journal. And then that flips open. Another greeting card. Look how pretty that is. And I love how you can see the embossing. Here's one of our pockets that we made with our crinkly paper, and then one of the inventory tags that we made with it. And then you have a little stationery piece and just a large size journaling card back there. Another one of those little file folders. I just put that there to show you can tuck stuff in to your page tag. Excuse me. Okay, and then I gave you a piece of the crinkly so that you can play with it, and that's pretty good coffee dye. And I put a paper sack so that you can make your own little pocket if you want to. So you can just measure it, sew that on, and then fold it up, glue it, maybe sew you some here, and decorate a pocket. So I kind of, because that's what I was going to do on this page, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let them do it. It was very hard for me. This is vintage wallpaper. So you can do your painting and your gesso or whatever on there too. Here's some of the flaps that you can add something to make an extra page. So I put one of these Henry Terry pages to show you that you can, you can glue that on there and make it a page in your journal if you want to. And then, because this one's just kind of words and kind of plain, I put you a really, really pretty napkin. So that you can, and this is the whole napkin, so that you can use it for decoupage in your journal or collage. This is a pocket from my shabby vintage kit, and it didn't print right, but I love how it printed in the pinks and purples, so I used it. And then you got a couple of tags and a playing card tucked in there. This is from my my jelly print digi-kit. I added you some rice paper on this one because it's just words, so there's a couple of pieces of rice paper there for you to play with. Okay, and then I've tucked another sack in here that's got just some scraps and things. It's got like some of the scrap crinkly papers and some scrap rice paper and just kind of all kinds of different kind of scraps for you to be able to collage with. There's the center of your signature, and I put a piece of lace because my idea was to put the lace on the edge of the page, so I gave you a double amount in case you want to ruffle it. It gives you enough to ruffle it with it. Okay, here's another one of those tearaway booklets that you can use for your collage, or you can journal on it. But this is a painted page and a matte page, so you get a good variety of different papers. Again, I put a piece of napkin here because I thought this would be really pretty to collage that really pretty flower on there and just add some color to that page. And I gave you a little tiny piece of rice paper in there too. This is a tag from my Shabby Vintage digital kit. Just an extra piece of the coffee dyed paper that you could put there if you wanted to. You know, if you don't want it to have like the fall look, if you want it to all be florally or whatever, or use it somewhere else in the journal. Again, I gave you like a lined sheet that you can glue on. Oh, this is not supposed to be in there. I was marking my spot. Then you have a large size envelope here with just some journaling cards and things. You know, what I would do with these, if you don't particularly like these, then I would take my my collage salad and I would collage on them and make a different tag. Okay, so since these pages are so blank, this is actually tissue paper, you know, like you wrap a gift in, but I think it's just absolutely beautiful. So I added a piece of that there for you to play with. This is an envelope and it's just got some little goodies in there for you to play with, but I love the butterflies. Some more of that vintage wallpaper. This is another, I was going to put this on the edge of the page and I thought I'm going to wait and let them do it. This is vintage stationery here that's wrapped over the page, and then I just tucked in a little doily, and this is a vintage children's time card or flash card that teaches them how to tell time. Little dangle there. This flips open for some secret journaling. Again, I've put a piece of this for you to put on the edge, but I doubled it so you could have enough if you want to ruffle it. And then some things to collage with. I thought these would be really pretty up here at the top, you know, since there's words up there. I mean, it's got the beautiful florals here, but so I thought this color went really well with the page beside it too. So there's some things for you to play with there. And again, on this side, I put you a couple more pieces for you to, these are my rice papers, for you to collage with. And again, you know, you could put this here, or I would actually collage with some of your collage salad because it's a little bit thicker paper. You're going to be able to see through this, but I mean, you can mix them together like I did on that one page. Okay, another one of those beautiful butterfly pages. All right, and then in this little sack here, I have put you some flowers and some butterflies and just some pretty little things to play with and make things in your journal. Now you know why the journal has such alligator mouth. This is just folded over the page on with that altered paper clip. I'm not going to take it off, but I did put you a couple more pieces of the rice paper in for, you know, if you want to collage on that page or whatever. This is a piece of vintage stationery, and I just think it's so stinking cute with the mouse on the mushroom. But this is an envelope flap, so I thought you could, you know, add that to that envelope flap and make it another page. And then again, I gave you some rice paper for collaging in your journal because these pages are kind of very white. You know, it's just a white page. So you can use your collage salad and those to play with. Okay, and then you have this vintage pink. This actually went with the little mushroom stationery. And so I'll put you a napkin inside there for you to be able to collage on the page with if you want to. Another beautiful card. And I made a little pocket here, and it's a Rita flip, so it'll actually flip open. And then just put you a couple of little goodies to play with in your journal. Little pocket here. And then again, I gave you another napkin for decoupage and collage, you know, because these pages might not be your I love schematics, but some people may not, you know. So just collage over them and make them pretty. And then on this page, I had given you some more of this vintage ruffle that I got from Switzerland. This is a different one but I was going to put it on the page edge here. And then I also gave you a little piece of one of my snippet rolls to play with in your journal. You can make a pocket or a belly band out of it. And then in the very back, you have my card here, and I signed the journal. And in this sack, I've put you all kinds of goodies in here to collage with. And then there's an envelope that's got you a little flower bouquet in there with flowers to play with. And what else is in here? It's just kind of a hodgepodge of different things. You've got some of my scripture cards in there. This is from my shabby vintage digital kit. You can cut it out and make a pocket with it. So just all kinds of goodies to play with in your journal. And then this is the back of the journal. I spent a long time on this cover. This is actually painted, and then I put the crackle paste and then painted again, and then I sealed it up so it's good and protected. So anyways, I'm going to call this the Maker's Journal. So that's how you'll find it in the shop, and you'll be able to find the other ones in the shop as well that I did the flip through of. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will. And I hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.